How long you intend to keep on boxing? How many years?
I don't know. It's God's giving strength and health, good health. You know, we cannot predict our future. Only God.
Fred's looking for a hug over here. Fred's looking for a hug.
Friendly not swing.
Yeah, it's too early.
He looks familiar. He looks familiar.
Never too early for you.
Back to work again.
One thing that's always floating about is Floyd's always having these exhibitions as well. Would you be open to having that rematch as a exhibition?
It's official. Manny Pacquiao has touched down in LA and kicked off his training camp for Mario Barrios. No more rumors or speculation. We've got a confirmed date. The Filipino icon is making his return on July 19th in Las Vegas with the WBC welterweight title on the line. And based on the latest training footage, PacMan isn't moving like a fighter approaching 50. He's looking more like a man entering his prime. Think that sounds too good to be true? Let's break it down and see for yourself. At first, it sounded like nothing more than another internet rumor. Something cooked up to stir up nostalgia. I mean, let's be real. Who honestly expected Manny Pacquiao to return at 46 years old? We've seen legends come back before, and let's just say not all comebacks are created equal. But this is PacMan. And now, it's no longer speculation, it's official. Manny Pacquiao is back.
46-year-old Manny Pacquiao coming out of retirement to face 29-year-old Mario Barrios for the WBC welterweight championship on July 19th in...
And if that wasn't enough to get fans buzzing, Manny has already hinted at who he wants next. And it's a rematch that boxing fans have been craving for years.
One thing that's always floating about is Floyd's always having these exhibitions as well. Would you be open to having that rematch as a exhibition?
Now, before we get to that, let's rewind just a bit. Pacquiao recently arrived in Los Angeles, and he's been spotted walking the streets like a man on a mission. No entourage hype, no media circus, just the humble Filipino legend strolling to work like he's done 1,000 times before. But the magic really kicked in the moment he walked into the gym. The atmosphere was electric, smiles everywhere, a genuine warmth in the air. You could feel the respect, the admiration, the love this man still commands in the boxing world.
Fred's looking for a hug over here. Fred's looking for a hug.
Friendly not swing.
And let's be honest, who doesn't love Manny Pacquiao? He's one of those rare fighters that even rivals respect. There's no trash talk, no controversy, no drama, just decades of hard work, discipline, and unforgettable moments in the ring. His return wasn't met with skepticism or cynicism, it was met with open arms. Because the truth is, Manny's not just a boxer, he's a legend. And legends, when they return, don't just bring nostalgia, they bring hope.
He's familiar. He looks familiar.
Never too early for you.
Back to work again.
Keep me off the streets. There's Raising Cane's poster boy. Fred, keep me.
But here's the kicker. Most boxers in their 40s come back and, well, look like they're in their 40s. Slower reflexes, heavy footwork, rusty timing. You can usually tell within the first few minutes of pad work whether they've still got it or not, but not Pacquiao. The man stepped into the gym like he never left. From the very first pad session, it was clear. PacMan isn't here for a payday, he's here for war. The hand speed? Still there. The footwork? Still lightning quick. The angles, the rhythm, the timing, all still sharp. Watching him hit the mitts and the heavy bag, you'd be forgiven for thinking it was footage from 2010, not 2025. The guy moves like he's been frozen in time. It's almost surreal. You watch him throw combinations and you ask yourself, was this man ever really retired? Or has he been secretly training all these years, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike again? Even his strength and conditioning looks elite. He's pushing through grueling drills with the kind of energy most 26-year-olds would envy. His stamina seems untouched, and his endurance might actually be better than it was in his late 30s. And then there's his speed. Oh man, that speed! It's always been his most dangerous weapon, and judging by how fast he's hitting the bag now, it still is. Watching him throw flurries is like watching someone move in fast forward while the rest of the world is stuck in slow motion. At 46, that kind of speed just shouldn't be possible, but Manny has never played by the rules of time. Manny Pacquiao's comeback story just keeps getting better. We've already seen him back in the gym, hitting the mitts with the speed of a much younger fighter, and now he's been spotted training outdoors, surrounded by his loyal team, the same crew that's been with him through countless wars in the ring. But there's something more emotional, more personal happening this time around, and not many people are talking about it yet. This comeback isn't just about Pacquiao chasing one more title, it's about legacy. And this time, that legacy has a last name, Pacquiao. Manny's son is no longer a kid watching from the sidelines, he's a grown man now, and he's on the verge of turning pro. Yes, the next generation of the Pacquiao name is about to step into the ring, and you can bet his father's return isn't just about personal glory anymore. It's about showing his son what it really takes to be great, not with words, but with actions. Out there in the LA sun, Manny is still working like he's 25. But between those rounds of road work and shadow boxing, you can catch these small, powerful moments where he's not just training himself, but mentoring his son. He's in his corner, giving him tips on form, technique, movement, little things that only a legend would know. You can see Manny watching him closely, offering advice with the calm, focused presence of a father who's been through it all. And that's what makes this comeback feel different. Sure, Manny has always been known for his incredible work ethic. He's been an underdog, a champion, a senator, and a global icon. But now we're seeing him step into a new role, a mentor, a father figure in the ring, passing down decades of wisdom to the next generation. And honestly, it's beautiful to witness. Longtime strength and conditioning coach Justin Fortune, who's been with Pacquiao for over 25 years, recently spoke about the energy in this camp. According to him, things couldn't be going better. The chemistry, the focus, the hunger, it's all there. In fact, he says fans should mark their calendars because Manny is ready for war.
What's different this camp than other camps? What do you think is the key here?
It's just pacing and make sure it doesn't burn out. And he's a different age.
He's in a great place, mentally, physically.
Yeah, and then we have a good camp. You know, we need a good camp, good fun. Because a relaxed, happy fighter is a great fighter. Gives you 100.
Fortune made it clear, this isn't some farewell tour. This is Pacquiao going all in with one goal in mind, to become world champion again. And judging by the intensity of these sessions, he means business. It's almost like he's fighting not just for himself, but to light the path forward for his son.
What do you tell him?
Watch the fight. You know, Pacquiao's Pacquiao. He'll always give you a hell of a performance.
Barrios champion come forward, let his hand
Yeah. No, it's great. It's going to be a hell of a
Okay.
fight. Barrios is not. He's a warrior.
In one particularly moving moment, Justin Fortune is seen working the ropes as Manny trains nearby. It almost feels symbolic, like the torch is being prepared to be passed. When the time comes and the elder Pacquiao hangs up the gloves for good, that torch won't just disappear. It'll be handed down, and Justin Fortune will still be there, not just for Manny, but for the next Pacquiao generation.
Slam, yeah. Slam. Slam on the mat.
So as July 19th draws near, this fight is shaping up to be more than just a title bout. It's a story of legacy, of family, of passing on tradition in the most powerful way, through example. Manny Pacquiao is not just stepping back into the ring to prove something to the world, he's stepping back in to prove something to his son, and to show that with discipline, heart, and unshakable determination, nothing is impossible.
Let's see at 46 how hard Manny works, and if he still got it. I wouldn't completely count him out. That's all I'm gonna say.
Even at older age, Manny Pacquiao isn't done making history, but this time, he's not walking that road alone. There's already plenty of excitement around PacMan's return against Mario Barrios. A world title fight at 46 is no small feat. But what really got fans talking is what came after that announcement. During a recent interview, Pacquiao was asked about a possible rematch with his old rival, Floyd Mayweather. The reporter pointed out that Floyd's been busy with exhibition bouts, fighting influencers and lesser-known opponents in low-risk, high-payoff events. So naturally, the question came up. Would Manny be open to running it back with Floyd?
One thing that's always floating about is Floyd's always having these exhibitions as well. Would you be open to having that rematch as an exhibition now, later on down the line?
Pacquiao didn't hesitate. He said yes. He's ready, willing, and eager to step back into the ring with Mayweather to settle the score once and for all. Their first fight back in 2015 may have broken records, but many fans were left unsatisfied, feeling the timing was off and that both men had more to show.
Oh, why not? Why not? If he's willing to have a rematch with me, then I'm okay with that. As long as
But while Manny is all in, Floyd doesn't seem interested. In past interviews, Mayweather has taken subtle jabs at Pacquiao's age, even suggesting it's sad to see him still fighting professionally. It's a not-so-subtle way of saying he has no intention of facing a hungry, motivated Pacquiao who's still sharp and dangerous. Instead, Floyd seems content sticking to exhibitions, picking opponents that offer spectacle without much risk. A rematch with Manny? That's a high-stakes fight with legacy implications. And it sounds like Floyd would rather not roll those dice. So, will we ever see Pacquiao versus Mayweather 2? Right now, it's a one-sided conversation, but in boxing, things change fast. And if Pacquiao looks impressive against Barrios, Floyd might not be able to ignore the noise much longer. But what about you, fight fans? What's your opinion on Manny's return? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this.